Build on our history.
Join our future.
Steve Nelson, 1985.
Usli Abdi, 2025.
Lisa Carrier, 1985.
Travis Matthews, 2024.
We believe in one Hamlin.
We believe in one community.
We are asking you to join us for one day of giving.
We are asking you to show the power of one Hamlin.
By making a gift on Power of One Day. Our goal is to raise $200,000 from 350 donors. Steve and I are matching the first $25,000 this Power of One Day, dollar for dollar, to help us reach that goal. There are other generous donors who are also providing matches and challenges.
Amplify your gift by taking advantage of one of the matches on our webpage, or create your own challenge below.
The power of one really means the access to education for me. In my situation as a foster kid, I never dreamed about coming to Hamlin or even college in general, and by your gifts, you made it possible for me to come here. For students who are underprivileged or never would have thought of college, finances can be very hard, and so having a university who's able to provide is great. And by your donations, you make that opportunity accessible and obtainable for students to have the same experience at Hamlin that you had. Thank you.
And the power of one is not just about the one giver investing in Hamlin and its students. It's also about the one student who receives that gift and is provided with a scholarship that provides them with the education, and they go out and they make the world a better place. It reminds me of the story about a child on a beach after a storm with lots of stranded starfish on the beach, and the child is throwing those starfish into the water one at a time. And a man comes up to the child and questions the child, and the child says, well, I'm throwing these starfish back in the water so they can survive, so they can thrive. And the man says, but there's hundreds of starfish here. You can't possibly make a difference. And the child picks up a starfish and throws it in the water and says, but I made a difference for that one. And so your gift makes a difference for one student. You can make a difference for that one student by making the Hamlin experience possible for them through your gift of any size.
My most meaningful experience was coming to Hamlin during my first year and doing the Pathways program. It was a moment where I really felt welcomed by a campus filled with students and faculty who really want to see me vibrate and grow on campus. During my first year here at Hamlin, I was able to be introduced to a community that really made me feel at home. I got to get great connections with professors and faculty who would show me all sorts of different internships that were opportunities for me to apply to, and it really gave me a sense of security and made me feel like this is the right place for me.
Fantastic. It's great to hear that the connections with the faculty are still so vibrant and alive, because when I was here, that was one of the things that made a big difference. I learned to think critically. I learned to solve challenging problems with the support of the professors. They pushed me to become a better student, become a better person. And I was able to take that and apply it to my career, where I listened to people and solved difficult problems. One of the things that I realized later in life that was very important were my non-major classes. Shakespeare, for example, was very enlightening because it forced me to think about things in different ways and to learn to look at another perspective about how language could be applied and problems could be solved. So it was a great experience for me. It sounds like it's a great experience for you, which is great. Now what we would like is for all those out there to join us on Power of One Day by making a gift to ensure that this type of community continues to be available for the students today and the students of tomorrow.
Hamlin has a history of producing leaders and productive citizens doing good wherever they are in the world. Hamlin graduates are part of the solution to the issues of today and tomorrow. After giving to the annual fund for many years, we decided to build on our history of giving by creating the Fleming Varberg Endowed Scholarship. This scholarship is given annually to a student in need.
Supporting scholarships is a great way to support Hamlin today and in the future. Lisa and I have both contributed to the Pontonen Scholarship, the Arts Scholarship. We contributed to the Chris Hoven Scholarship for a classmate of ours, and I created the Steve Nelson Endowed Scholarship for a first-generation student. We encourage you to join us in supporting scholarships and giving any amount to Hamlin, which will help create the leaders of the future.
The future for us, I think, is safety and security and stability. I think for many of us at Hamlin, we've never had those things. And so after we graduate, we'll be able to get careers and create the stability in our life that we've never had. And because of the well-rounded education and support from Hamlin faculty, staff, and administration, we've built this backbone for our future.
Yeah, I can relate to a lot of what Travis had just mentioned. As both of us are first generation college students, we're going to be graduating in these next couple of spring semesters, and being able to see the growth that we had since being a first year at Hamlin because of all the opportunities these professors and faculties have given us, and through the donations that you all have donated here to Hamlin to get those scholarships. We would really like to thank you for that, and and ask you to continue to donate for Power of One Day.
Once again, we are asking you to build on our history.
Join our future.
We believe we are one Hamlin.
We believe we are one community.
We are asking you to join us for one day of giving.
We're asking you to show the power of one Hamlin.